And I'm Jane Mark, and I want to welcome everybody. I'm the president of Jam Marketing Inc. And today we're doing a really interesting webinar. We're calling it Get Ooting. Let's Go Ooting, because I'm going to actually set up 3 ads for 3 of our founding members right in front of your noses, or your eyes, I guess, not your noses. And we're going to do that in just a few minutes. First, I want to make a couple of announcements. I hope you guys all saw that we had a Powerball winner of the OOT game last night or yesterday. Paula Fry won 750,000 OOTs, and you can see that. Let me show you where to look for a Powerball winner. We draw a Powerball winner once every 30 days. So Carl Goodnight won, and Paula won yesterday 750,000 oots. So congratulations to Paula. Also, I want to make a really exciting announcement. Right now, we have the OOT game that many of you play every day, which is really, really fun to play. If you're not playing OOTs, you're missing out on a great game. You play OOTs here, but you're going to see next week, we're adding another game we're calling it OOT Spin. And it's like one of our other sites called Cool Spin, but you'll actually be able to play a second game every day, which we all know I love playing games. I assume most of you do too. So you'll be able to play the OOT Spin game, and when you win that, you'll win OOTs, and it's lots of fun. So we're working on it. I would say it would be ready by the end of next week. So keep locking in this week and play the OOTS game, but you're going to be able to play OOT Spin. Now, having a second game is not just because it's fun. It's because I want you guys to start building your list. It is so easy to get people to sign up under you at OOT, even if they sign up free, because when you tell them there's a game that they can play every day and win every day, because everybody wins at the OOT game. They win at least match one number every day. So everybody is a winner. Now it's going to be a bit different in the OOT spin game. That's more random, and you can win a lot of OOTs or none at all, but you can spin 10 times a day. You get 10 chances a day. So that'll just give you all a way to get people signed up under you when you tell them not only can you play a game of OOTs every day, but you'll be able to do a spin game, and where you match the 3 across kind of game, and you're going to be able to have 10 spins daily. So it's really a list building technique, even though I love it. I'm sure most of you love it. I see a lot of people playing the game of OOTs every day. So I know you all love it, but it's really a list building technique where you just get people in free underneath you. You can then mail them. If you're an upgraded member of OOT, you can email your downline every day, and then you can worry about getting them to upgrade, because people love to upgrade in this site too, particularly the founder. But I want you to concentrate on building a list by using these games. Right now, you can just do it with the OOT game, and people love that. But next week, by the end of next week, we're going to add another game. Okay, so as I said, we're going to build 3 OOT ads, but I want to get for 3 of our members who are here on the webinar. But before we do that, I want to get you guys thinking about what OOT ads are and what they're about. So I have a question, and I want you to just type the answer into the chat box. Phil is monitoring the chat box. Hey, Willard, welcome. Nice to see you. Um, and I want you to type your answer here. There's not really just always one right answer. So don't be shy. Type an answer. Here's the question. What do you think an OOT ad is? Now, that's a pretty broad question, but what do you think an OOT ad is? Let's get some answers up there. Just whatever comes into your mind, pop it into the chat box, and we'll start percolating on what OOT ads are really all about. Wait a minute, James says what? Yes, it's a list builder, absolutely. Oh, Alfie says, oh, that's a good answer. It's not quite right, but that's good. I'm going to show you when we make your ad. Alfie says that it's a pop up ad, pop up advertising. It's actually not. And I'm going to explain that as we do a nude ad. I'm going to explain it. But good answer because it seems like it's a pop up advertising. Oh, nice. Christopher says it's a way to monetize anything on the internet. Yes, 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 that's true. Right. Wendy is saying that it's an app that's connected to another site such as business.com or money.com. And that brings me, good answers, guys. That brings me to my next question. My second question is, what is the name that we give to a website that you associate yourself to in order to get noticed and to gain credibility? What is the actual technical name of a website that you would use to make your to associate your OOT ad with so that you gain influence and credibility? It actually has a name that most people assign to it. Anyone know what it is? This is like a little bit tricky. Christopher says it's branding. Almost. That's almost right. But I'm looking for an actual word. Walter nailed it. Wilder nailed it. An authority site. Absolutely dead on right. It's called an authority site. And the reason for that is because what it intends to give you is authority. Like most of us are not well known on the net, right? So you may be, whatever you're advertising, people may have seen the site that you're advertising, but they may not know you from a bar of soap. And when people don't know you, they don't necessarily hook up with you, like join your list or take you seriously or whatever. When you can join, when you can link your name, this is the way I'm going to put it. When you can link your name to an authority site like CNBC if you're in business, or business.com, or money.com, or entrepreneur.com. When people see your ad hooked up on a site that has influence or credibility, it gives you the authority that you need for people to begin to take you seriously, and that's why it's called an authority site. And it's really important to find the authority sites that hook up with what you're actually doing on the net. Okay, so great answers, guys. Thank you. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to start actually making an OOT ad. And Wendy, I'm going to start with your ad, the information that you sent me. Now, this ad is going to end up in your account, but right now I'm doing it in my account so that everybody can just see what's going on. And you can always change the ad once it's in your account. So, where do we start? Let me If you're going to make an ad, the first place you go, you have to go to the ad section. And this is, let me shoot you guys over to the other side so I can scroll up. Okay, so where you want to concentrate today is in the manage ad section. We have a lot of stuff on the other sections that you can do in the training section. But right now, today, we're going to concentrate on OOT ads. So when you go to start an OOT ad, you click on OOT ads. You have 5 different choices of ads. I like to make all of my OOT ads with 2 of these choices, and I'll show you why. you can put a banner ad in, which looks like this, but it doesn't have the kind of clout that two of the other ads have. But people love banners, so you're welcome to use the banner. You can do a two banners or three banners where you put a bigger banner, 250 by 250, followed by two smaller banners. That lets you promote three ads at a time. Again, you're welcome to use that. It's not my first choice when I'm making an OOT ad. Okay, so let's close that one. I just want you to know what's available. You can also do, now this is more interesting. You can do a banner ad and then you can put your own text underneath it. And that's a much more powerful ad. So if you're going to use banners, I recommend that you choose the one that has the 250 by 250 banner ad up above, and that you can add your own whatever text you want to add that sort of amplifies this banner. So those are three banner ads. What I like to do, and I'm going to start with Wendy's ad, and I'm going to use for Wendy, I'm going to use a capture overlay. And when you go to start an ad, the first thing you do is choose what format you want to put it in. So we're going to use a capture page and capture overlay page, which looks like this. So it gives you your authority link, whatever one you're going to pick, and it gives you a square box that actually stands out kind of right in your face, what you're going to see. So I'm going to select, then you come down here and you select this ad if that's what you want to use. When you do an overlay ad, you can use the ones we have. We have two formats. One is kind of plain on the side, and one has these nice jazzy little boxes. And if you actually have a free report to give away or a free video, you can use these exactly the way they look now. But most of us want to tailor the ad to exactly what we're promoting. So in that case, you're going to click edit this action overlay ad. So for Wendy's ad, I'm going to pick, actually, let's do this with the jazzy one over here. But you're going to click to edit this so that you can put your own information in here. Now, when you start your OOT ad, you're going to see that you have two test boxes here. Almost all of the links that you're going to want to use as your authority link are going to work on test one. Now, what do I mean by work? Let me show you one that works, and then I'm going to show you one that doesn't work. Business, .com, which is what I'm going to use for the background for Wendy's ad. The way you know, well, I have the wrong button. Oh, I hit the wrong button, Phil tells me. Okay, you got to hit the right button, otherwise it won't test. Okay, so business.com, if I click the button and I sit here for a minute, you're going to see, now this is the unedited version. We haven't made the ad yet, but this tells me that this box with its blue and red and all that is going to show up on business.com if I choose to use that. So that's great. But now let me show you before we actually use it in Wendy's ad. I'm going to put in CNN.com. And then I'm going to go like this. I did the wrong button again. CNN.com. Now you're going to find that CNN blocks a lot of stuff, and you're going to come up with a blank screen. That tells you that you cannot use CNN as an authority site. Now, you can try it again. The reason we have test 2, where you click that, is not a lot of times, once in a while, a site that doesn't work on test one will work when you test it on test two. And Phil, you need to tell me again why is one is this is technical stuff here, guys. So it's like one is one is a div checker. Some of you who are div checker, where most of the that's test one, and most sites will work there. The other is an iframe tester, right? Okay, so CNN is very difficult. I can tell you right now, they're not going to let me in. Because, oh, hey, they did today. A lot of times you're going to find that CNN, you'll get a security check. So I was going to try to show you where a site failed altogether. But today, for some reason, they're not failing. They must have let their security down. So the point is, you need to test what site you want to use because not every site lets you in. 90% of them will work with test one. And always do these tests and make sure you know which one is the one you use. Yes, you have to do the test when you start any ad just to make sure that it's working. Now, with Wendy's site, I'm going to use test one, as I said, and we already tested that. Let me take this out so we don't confuse the script. And we know that this is going to work. Okay, so now we don't want a free video because Wendy actually gave me a link that she wants to use. Let me go find it. Okay, Wendy gave me a link that's called Retire with Wendy. So that is the link that I'm going to use. And before I use it, I'm going to have to give my ad a title. When you title your ad, it's going to appear in the URL that we ultimately make for you or that you ultimately make. So I'm going to call this Retire with Wendy, and it's a very short. You can see we have 15 characters, and luckily that works out to exactly 15 characters, and that's going to show in the ultimate URL in Wendy's OOT ad. Okay, we already decided that we could use the authority link. So I'm going to put in business.com, and Wendy gave me the link that she wants me to use, which is Retire with Wendy. Oh, oops. Let me just type that in. Retire with Wendy. I love that URL, Wendy. That is great. Okay, so now we're going to do some text ad. Oh. Oh, I see what I did. Okay. Okay, so we want to change the way this free video thing works. So we're going to say, now, I want you to notice something before I go on. When I put the title in here, I didn't use any punctuation or spaces because that's going into your OOT ad link. Here, I can use space. So I'm going to call this Retire with Wendy. And you'll see as I'm typing, it's showing you what it's going to look like in this ad box. And you see this is also short, 25 characters, but that fits. Okay, now the next part is text. So let me copy what is basically on Wendy's website. Pete, I can't paste. I'm having trouble pasting that. Can you just paste it for me? Hang on, guys. I'm having a technical problem here. Yeah, good. Okay. So as you can see, okay, so you want to make sure that you're not going over 100 characters. And this is 97. It'll count down for you. And then you're going to, you want some wording on the button text. So I usually try to put something with an exclamation so it captures people's attention. Yes, let's retire early. So I'm going to type that in here. Yes. Now here you can use punctuation. Yes, let's retire early. But you want to make sure that it doesn't go above 25 characters. Okay, so now if you're satisfied with the way that looks, pardon me, you're going to just hit submit, and that's going to show you exactly what your ad box is going to look like. But now you want to see, this is your actual ad link. So you want to see what this is going to look like, and we've generated a unique link for you. And there it is. So now you are associated with business.com. And the reason I love using business.com is because a lot of the sites that you're going to look for and want to make something out of are going to change their background. This one always has know your business, grow your business. That's a very nice saying. So I put a lot of my OOT ads, if it's appropriate, if it's a money making endeavor, I use business.com because I know I'm not going to get a change in the background. So now Wendy can take this link that we just made, and she can put it and use it anywhere, in an email, in a blog post, post it on Facebook, whatever you want to do. But this is her own link with her own ad, and if you click on this button, it's going to take you to her site. So it's really it's really that simple. Let's just recap for a minute. You start by going to OOT ads. Oh, before we recap, if Wendy wants to go into your account, Wendy, you will see that I already put an ad like that in it. You go to my OOT ads. You can always, and there's the one that we just made, Retire with Wendy. You can edit it, you can delete it, so you can change if you don't like that ad, you can change the wording, you can change anything on it. You can change the button, you can change where you send them. You can, any ad that you make at OOT, you can edit. And if you don't want to use it again, you can delete it. But there's no point in doing that because you can just change it to do anything you want. If you don't like the background, you get tired of it, and maybe you want to use money.com or entrepreneur.com. You can go in, it'll open up the form for you. And then you can here's all the stuff that we just put in, and you can change anything on it. So it's very, very flexible, which is why I like it. Okay, so that's Wendy's ad. Now, let's see who I'm going to do next. Oh, Patricia. Okay, Patricia, you're up next, and we're going to do your ad. And let's see which one we're going to do on this. I'm just looking. The reason I know if you have a radio show, you're not supposed to have any silence on it. But I'm just want to look at what I did with Patricia's ad so that we know. So I can start with. Oh, okay. Okay, good. Because this is going to give you a different kind of ad. Oops. Okay. So let me close this. Now I have to get back into my site. Hang on, guys. I'm getting there. I got logged out of my account. Hang on. Just hit that fill and submit right there. Okay, good. Okay, so once again, we're back to the beginning. I'm going to go to OOT ads. That's where you start from. I want to use a Lightbox ad. So I click that. You have to go down to the bottom, select this size. Now, the site that Patricia is promoting actually is OOT. So that's about traffic. So you go through, you can check which ones. Some are about money, some are about cruising. They're different ones, but there's one particularly about traffic. So I'm going to use traffic. These, by the way, are the easiest OOT ads to use because you don't edit them. You don't have to do anything. You just have to set up the background and the link that you want to use. Okay, so I want to do money.com, which is also an excellent one that doesn't change its everything on it all the time. So I'm going to test it. Money.com. And we're going to take a look. See, they have the big story here all the time. I love that. So it's very nice to be associated with a big story, and it's there all the time, so it doesn't change on you. Okay, so there is, we're checking to see now if this can be used as an authority link. And because it's showing correctly, that means I can use it. So you close that up. Now you know that you leave the money.com right in there. And we're going to, I think we're going to call this OOT traffic. Okay, so I'm going to give the ad a title, OOT traffic. And Patricia, you're going to find this link in your account too, and you can edit it. So this is just giving you an idea of how to do it. Okay, so oodles of traffic and money.com. Wait, I want to make sure I'm using your correct link. Yeah, okay. So this is Patricia's link at OOT. So I'm going to put that in first. And then you know that we were using money.com. We already tested that above, so we know that works. So now this one is very easy to set up. All you do is give it a title, you give it the authority site that you tested, you put in your promotion link. Here's the like we call these Lightbox ads. There it is. You hit submit, which is going to make the ad. You see how it's the box is going to look, which is fine. By the way, if you check any of your ads, now I'm doing this in my account, but in Patricia's account, she's going to see that it's going to say oodles.com, and it's going to have her affiliate link in this. So here I'm in my account OOT3 and it has my affiliate link. What that means, guys, is that you have more than one shot to make money because she's doing our site, Oodles of Traffic, and that's fine. But if somebody doesn't click on that and they want to see what this is all about and they go to Powered by OOT, they're going to come in under Patricia's link. So you've got like 2 bites at the apple, whatever your site is that you're promoting, And you can also make sales or get signups at OOT, which is really important. Now, here's what Patricia's ad is going to look like. She's got the big story, and then coming in is this thing that says discovered traffic. So it matches up with the link that she's doing. And if we click on this, oh, I didn't put in the right link. If I put in the right link, that would go, and it's in your account, Patricia. You're going to see it goes to your capture page. So I don't know why that didn't come out right, but we can edit that. So we're going to do that in a minute. I keep getting logged out, P, of my account. Yeah, look at that. Is it because I'm in IE instead of Firefox? Okay, I have to go to Firefox, guys, because, oh, I see. I have all these windows open. Okay, so I'm going to go back to here and see if, oh, I see what it is. Okay, technical problems, guys, while I'm getting back into my account. By the way, Phil is in the chat box. You can ask him any questions you like about what we're doing, about anything in marketing. I'm going to go try to get back into my Oodles account here. I have to remember I'm in Firefox and I have to go to another way to get in. Okay. Now we're back in. So I gave you Pat's ad, which obviously doesn't have her correct URL in here. So we can go back in. We have the right title. We have the money.com. That wasn't the problem. Phil, what is wrong with this capture page? Is the capture pages, are they down? Okay, because it's Oodles of Traffic, capture page 1, Biggie 2018. That's her thing. Okay, so now hit submit. No, you just lost the end. Okay, Phil goofed too. Okay, so let me go back in here. Oh, okay, he really did goof. So we would have to do this all over again because we don't have the banner in here. If you go in, Patricia, to your account where I did it before, you're gonna have it with and it'll be correct and it all comes out correct because I don't want to start all over again because I want to get to um uh Alfie's ad. So we're going to do one more. Sorry that didn't come out, but it is correct in your account. And you can edit it. If we want to start all over, we can do it all over and just start the ad over again. Okay, so now we're going to do one more, guys, because I promised that 3 of you would get an ad done for you. And Althea, this is your ad, and it's already in your account, just in case we make a goof. But your ad is already in your account, so we're going to set it up. Now, this is, again, I'm going to use the overlay. You can see that my preference is really to use the overlay ad simply because it gives you a lot more flexibility. So I'm choosing that. Now, Althea's is about a cruise site. So she works with cruises. If you're going to do this, I'm going to choose this one now, just the plain ad without the box around it. And again, I'm going to go click to edit the overlay ad. Now, this is tricky because if you just go to cruise.com, Patricia, you're going to find that it doesn't really work that well. So I had to go actually to use, let me see if I can. Oh, I'm on Patricia's. No, let me close Patricia's because we did that. Okay, so instead of just going to cruise.com, which would be the logical place to go, I had to actually go to a login link in order to show cruise.com correctly. So here's the test. Now you can do this later for yourself, but Phil, I need to put this link in here. Technical problem, guys. No, it's the one that's in here. It's not seeing it. Just click it. No, just click it. Yes, thank you. Okay, so this is the login link, and you'll see that it relates to cruises because Althea's site is on cruises. Now, this shows you that because this comes up, it's going to work. That's all you're doing when you're testing the site is to see if the site is going to work. And in this case, it's going to work. So we know that we can use that. We'll put that in as the authority link. Now, she's going cruising, so I did an add title, Let's Cruise. Now, notice that I did not put the apostrophe in because you can't use any punctuation in your add title. So you can in the text, but you can't in the title. So I just did Let's Cruise because that's going to be part of the link that we make. We already know that we tested this, and I have Althea's link here. Okay, this is Alfie's link. So the promotion link goes in here. That's whatever link that you're promoting. And now we're going to do the actual box where it's going to change the box and what the box looks like. So let's do, now here I can go, let's go cruising, right? Because I have 25 letters and I can pick up the punctuation. So that I can actually do there. And then I have some text for this because you want to make sure it doesn't go over the 100 because you have 100 characters now. So I'm going to put that in and it's going to say, let's go cruising. I can help you plan any cruise at all, get you where you want to go and save you. Oh, I'm going to have to take out some. I can help you plan any cruise. Let's take at all out because I'm going to go over. And then we go, get you where you want to go and save you. I'm not going to be able to fit in dollars, so I'm going to go like this. Dollars. Okay, so let's go cruising. I can plan any cruise, get you where you want to go, and save you dollars. So now I'm going to make a button. That's the last thing that you want to do. So I'm going to go yes. Remember, I like to put in yes with an exclamation, capture people's imagination. Yes, let's cruise. So there, I can fit that in, 17 out of 25 characters, and that's going to be my OOT ad. If I look here, again, it's going to say my account, OOT3, but in Althea's account, and Alfie, it's in your account. So you'll see it's going to have your affiliate link for OOT when it's in your account. I'm going to submit this. That's how you finish it off. It shows you what you have just put together on the text ad, and it gives you the link. So you're going to want to check the link. Here we are at cruise.com. Here's the ad, and you're all set to go. You just take that link and you can put it in any email ad. If you're a member of So Cool, for example, you can even post it on Cool Wall. It's so cool. So that's how you make an OOT ad. And I wanted to give you the two types that I use particularly. There are 5 that you can use, but I wanted you to see the 2 that I prefer to use when I do my own OOT ads. Okay, now here's what the next step that you want to think about. Many of you may be very good at writing ads, but if you just create an OOT ad and you stop there, because believe it or not, I have some people who stop there, you're not going to get anywhere. You have to take this unique link and you have to do something with it. You have to either email it to lists, or you have to post it on the social media sites, or you have to write an ad and put it on a blog post. But you can't just let it sit here. It does get a lot of traffic. And if you go to profit stats, once it's already getting views and clicks because people are looking on it. These 3 are getting clicks. Look at how many. I made this the other day and it already got 1,700 views, and it's only been 5 days and 126 clicks. That's all coming from this site, because people are, when they play the game, they get to see your site. If they want to collect OOTs when they play a game, we also have OOT profits where everybody's links show on the OOT profit page, and you can earn OOTs by looking at people's ads. So here, they're already up there. Let's Cruise and OOT Traffic, Retire with Wendy. The 3 that we just did are in rotation. And because these 3 people are founders, their ad is going to show, I think it's 100 to 1 times more often than if you're, let's say, an expert or a pro member. So this gets you a lot of traffic right there and then at the site. You get a lot of traffic, but that's not going to be enough really to make sales. You've got to take your OOT ads and you have to show them somewhere. Now, I don't, for many, we have a lot of, let me put up the follow along. Oh, you did? Yeah, but they can't see it on my screen. So let me just put this up for a minute. A lot of you are very busy doing your own thing, have jobs, whatever. We have a lot of done for you services. One of the things that my partner Phil is great at is writing long, what we call killer ads, which really are great content ads. You can post them on blogs, you can send them out in emails, but they really are very professional. He's been doing this for, I don't want to tell you how old he is, but for many, many years, Phil has been doing ad copy. So he writes fabulous ads. I write good short ads because I write a lot of jingles. I'm a real writer. I love to write, but I like to write short ads. So Phil will often write a long, what we call killer ad. I will take that ad. I will change the subject line often. I'll shorten it. I'll make it short, sharp, and shiny and to the point, and have some fun with the ad. I also develop an ad for Cool Post, where you can post the ad, which is a very short ad, on Cool Wall at So Cool. I give you a uh, a Twitter ad. So in our most of our done services, you're going to get, and the reason I'm talking to you about this is because we offer this in the members area of OOT, but for this webinar, we offered some additional bonuses. But what we do when we create this for you is not only do we create the ad for you, which you saw me do that today for 3 of you. That's not the hard part. What you need to do is make sure you match it to a link to an authority site that goes with your site. And then Phil writes this really special killer ad, which you get to see and approve. I make a shorter killer ad where I usually take one sentence of his, change the subject line, and write an ad around it. We write a cool wall ad and a Twitter ad. These are your ads. And of course, we use the OOT ad that we just developed for you in these series of ads. Now, we promote it once to our list for you too. But that's not where the benefit is because, promoting, no matter what, if you send one solo ad out to anyone's list, even if they're great lists, it's not going to be the end all be all. You then need to take these ads and use them. We do promote your ads that we make for you, not your ad, your link from OOD. We put it right into CoolPing. What is CoolPing? CoolPing is one of our sites that actually pings your OOD ad every 3 days automatically for life, forever. And pinging is what search engines look for. When they get a ping, it means there's new content on the net and they want to see it. And what's that new content? It's your OOT link. So we pop your OOT link into CoolPing. We ping it every 3 days for life. We also put it on, we take your affiliate link for OOT and we put it into our never ending traffic for you. So you get your affiliate link promoted for life. When we finish your OOT ad or your killer ad, you get to approve it. Then I get it, I take it, and I post it on my blog, which is a very nice looking blog at Profit from Free Ads called Are We Rich Yet? And I give you that link. I also post it on my blog. It's so cool. So you get, not only do you get your OOT link, that we create for you, but you get 4 ads that we write for you. You get your link promoted at CoolPing. That's your OOT link that we just made for you. You get your affiliate link for your OOT site promoted at Never Ending Traffic. And then and then you get 2 links on my blogs that you can keep forever and use on the net. And we do one mailing to our list where we send your ad to all of our lists. We post it on CoolWall and SockWall at SoCool. We post it on my fan pages at SoCool at Facebook. We post it on my Twitter account. And all together, that means your ad is being exposed to 1.6 million people. So I wanted to make you aware that that service is available to you because Phil is very talented. And when he makes an OOT ad, I love making the OOT ads, but I always show it to him and he will often make a suggestion, why not use this authority link instead of that authority link? So Phil and I really make a good partnership. We work together and we look at each other's work. I read his killer ads. He reads my short ads. We decide together what authority link should be yours. So you really get both of our talents. And we've been doing this for a very long time, almost 18 years now. 18 years that we've been writing ads and sending them to our list and doing solo ads. So I wanted to make you aware of that. Now, some of you, I only want you to order this today on this website, on the webinar, if you're interested and if you need it, because we added some other bonuses today. One, you're going to get 1,000,000 credits at Profit from Free Ads, which is one of our sister sites. The actual value of those 1,000,000 um, credits is $5,000. That's a very nice bonus that we added. And then we added 10 million so-called credits, or tokens as we call them, which is 12,700. If you went to buy them, that is the real value. If you went to, you'll see on the front of Profit from Free Ads that 70,000 ads is worth $350. So 1,000,000 works out to, I think it's actually 4,999. But who's counting? And what? No, I'm saying that yeah, so it really comes out to a lot of bonuses. So if you order, use this link to order it because it is in the members area and it does have some of the other bonuses like cool ping and never ending traffic. But it doesn't, and I think it has 5 million tokens. So this is a big bonus if you decide to go with that. Now, we also listed some of our other, you can do a cool spin done for you service. Never ending traffic is automatic traffic that you might want to take a look for. OOT done for you, we just went over. Cool Ping, you don't have to do it for you. You can just order Cool Ping, which is very inexpensive if you just want to get the basic service. Profit from Free Ads is obviously one of the bonuses for OOT done for you, so that's why it's here. And So Cool also is a bonus for OOT done for you. And there are also bonuses, by the way, for Cool Spin. Cool Spin done for you is just a slightly different service, but you don't get an OOT ad with it. So if you're interested in us doing the writing for you, which is the best part that you're going to get, I would go with OOT done for you because you get the OOT ad that you can use anywhere online. Now, as you can see, I am running out of voice here, so I'm going to ask Phil if he has anything he would like to add. I'm going to hand you the microphone because I'm losing my voice.
It's not often that she does that, and I get peace and quiet when she does. Anyway, I'm being facetious here. No, one of the things that Jane was mentioning earlier on in the call was that, the association of the sites that, like, for instance, if you're advertising a fitness site, I said, got this question asked by Christopher when we were talking about it on the chat box. And I said that if you want to, if you're advertising a fitness site, for instance, you might want to associate your offers with a site or blog that talks about fitness rather than a site that's being a direct competitor to what you're offering. I know Jane doesn't necessarily agree with me on this, but I think it's important because if I'm advertising something, I don't want to advertise on a site that's going to compete with my offer. I want an offer that's a site that's going to reinforce what I'm offering, or talk about the type of product or service that I'm offering. Like, for instance, in cruising, I might want to go to a place where there's a blog on cruising where they talk about trips that they took and stuff like that, and then I can advertise my cruising site on that particular thing, and it's direct correlation with what they're talking about, but it's not competing with what I'm doing, because I want to get maximum impact for any ad that I'm doing. So I think that's a key thing to remember when you're putting in these authority sites, is to look for stuff that is a direct correlation with what you're doing and supports what you're doing, but doesn't compete with it. So has anybody got any other questions? That's what we need to know now because we're coming to the end of the webinar. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Christopher. That's Christopher says that makes sense, kind of like our affiliate now lifestyle websites. Yeah, that's exactly right. You don't want to compete with those sites. You actually want to, have something that blends in and harmonizes with them. Are there any other questions?
I just want to sum up, Bill. Well, let me get
Okay,
back into my
I'm good.
site first.
Jane's going to get back into a site and then she's going to do a sum up.
Yeah, because I want to make sure. Uh,
She'll be right with you guys.
yes,
We want to thank everybody for coming today too. It's been a pleasure having you here, and we appreciate you making some time on your Saturdays, which is usually a day off, when usually a day when I'm not off. Um, but yeah, we really do appreciate you being here for these webinars, um, and we hope that you get a lot out of them.
hang on, because I can't get into Oodles of Traffic now. I'm really having a hard time.
Let me just go help Jane for a sec.
Because I'm trying to, without losing everybody in the webinar, I'm trying to find IE so I can get into my account. But you see what I mean? It's my computer, guys. It's having a heart attack today. I'm sorry. All right, so now, oh, look at this. Somebody just won 621 OOTs. I love that game, by the way. It'll just take me a minute, but I want to make sure that you're very clear on two things. Because if you're new to the site, you want to start and manage ads. I mean, you can start and play the game, that's fine. But here's where you start. You choose one of the 5 banners here that will let you set up, begin your setting up. Once you do that, you're going to select the way you want to set it up. You're going to test your authority site. If it works for you, you come down here, you put an ad title in, you don't put any characters in it, just words, short, sharp and shiny, as we say. You retype your authority link or copy it from above. If you're going to use money.com or whatever, goes back in here so that it becomes part of your ad. You put in your link that you want to promote. You make up some text, short, very text, which is going to be part of your URL that is eventually comes out. You put in a short text ad here. You make up the button text, and then you just click submit. You can use our default one, but if you're going to use our default, you still get to put in where you want to send people, but you don't get to put in change the text and all that. And it just talks about a free report, and that's fine. If you want to do that for list building purposes or whatever, that's fine. You'll use that. But if you want to change it, then you'll put in, excuse me, all of this information that we just went over on the webinar. Okay, so two main other points, then I let you go. OOT is really interesting technology, and I forget who said it's an overlay. Was that Althea? I mean, who said it was a pop-up? It's not a pop-up. The reason that it is so interesting is it actually is sliding in over the authority site. So you're not actually on the site. Obviously, you're not like as if you were advertising or buying an ad on, let's say, business.com, then you would be on their site. You are not on their site. which is great because if you try to advertise on some of these big sites, like that, let's say you chose Amazon or whatever, you're going to pay thousands of dollars. Here, you're associating with a site. That's all you're doing. It's really sliding in over the site. And so you're getting associated with the site, but it's costing you no money. So I urge you, for those of you who are not upgraded at this site, because you can't do this as a free member. You can play the game and build a list and that kind of stuff. But what you can't do is make OOT ads and be associated with some of these big sites. This can save you literally thousands and thousands of dollars. Most of us cannot spend the kind of money that it takes to advertise on a very well-known site, but you sure can make an OOT ad and make it slide over that site and become associated with it. And you'd be surprised. It is so, what, when you see a testimonial on a site, for example, it gives the site credibility. Well, when you are not known on the net, and most of the sites that are, we always think in the IM community that we're the only people online, but we're really not. And most people don't know who you are. But when you can associate yourself with some big gun site like Amazon or CNBC or Forbes.com, and I'm speaking now mostly of the money making opportunities, or business.com, when you can associate yourself with the big guns online, television stations, they could do CNN is very iffy. I know it came up today, but it's very iffy. So I love CNN, but you have to stay away from it in terms of an UDAN. But ABC, CBS, um, uh, NBC, MSNBC, Fox News, that Fox, whatever it is. There are big TV stations that you can become associated with. It's very powerful. When people start to associate you with some big gun, it really does help them click on this yes, show me the video, and yes, get signed up to your site. So I hope that gave you a real hands-on creating OOD ads, and you can edit them at any time. Build your list with this site because people love joining under you when you tell them about the game of OOTs. That's how you get them in. And it is so, I want to tell you a secret. Most people who upgrade at OOT itself upgrade to founder and pay $4.97 for a founding membership. And if you upgrade to a founder at OOT, you get 50% of that. It is our easiest selling site, and I kid you not. And the membership level that sells the fastest is the founding membership. So you also want to, again, any ad you create is going to say powered by OOT, and it's going to have I'm in my main account, Oodles of Traffic. It's going to have your affiliate link. So you can kill two birds with one stone. Promote your own sites, make OOT ads for your own sites, but promote this site too, because you'll be able to email your downline when they sign up. Here's your downline mailer. You get a regular mailer with it where you can mail to 3,000 people every 2 days. This is a really interesting site. I think this and Profit from Free Ads and So Cool, they're my three favorite sites that Phil created, but this one is really intriguing. So thank you so much for joining us. Are there more questions, Phil? Okay, so have a great Saturday and a great weekend, and we'll talk to you again soon. So long.